I'm Katie Bear, and this is my 5th episode of Pokemon Brick Bronze on Roblox. If you've been watching my previous videos, then you'll already know how we've got to where we are right now. If not, then do check out those videos. But just as a quick recap, I have recently received my first gym badge from Sylvan Town or City, I can't remember what it was called, and that included a HM, which I can now use to cut, and a TM, and also when I left the gym I was approached by my friend who gave me an RTD device, and an RTD device lets me teleport to these two places, which is a Battle Colosseum and a trade resort. Obviously you go to the Battle Colosseum to battle other people's Pokemon, so that's what I did yesterday, and let me tell you this for free, it really didn't go very well at all. I just don't have strong enough Pokemon right now to be able to battle successfully, even though it brings them all to the same level, as none of them are evolved and generally they're just very basic. They only have a few skills and things like that. Even when they're scaled up to level 100, they can't compete with a stage 1 or stage 2 evolution, or in the case of yesterday, even mega evolutions. Okay, so I think in this video I'll probably be going through this savannah area and seeing what's on the other side, if there is anything on the other side, and that will involve battling a number of the NPC trainers. So my first battle is going to be with this guy, who's going to show me some diverse Pokemon, he says. Hi Stan, and I love his little beard. Now Patrat isn't that diverse. I have already seen 2 Patrats now in the wild, but I'll take his word for it that maybe his next Pokemon is going to be a bit more interesting to me than this one. And as I said in yesterday's video, I do have a cold right now. Well, I'm recovering from a cold where I did come close to losing my voice, I think, so I sound a bit croaky. And as a result of that, obviously, I don't have my normal voice. But I didn't want to stop making videos because I am loving playing Brick Bronze. It's so much fun. It's just so similar to the other Pokemon games. They've really done an amazing job of putting Pokemon into Roblox the way that they have. Litleo. So I haven't seen one of these in the game yet. I'm not going to change my Pokemon because, oops, I pressed the wrong button, because Pidgey's still on full health. Litleo is just gorgeous, so cute. So I'll use Gust, see how that works, not very well. Okay, so he used Ember, which did do quite a lot of damage to Pidgey. And then fortunately he's just going to use some non-damaging abilities, we'll call them. That was a good tackle, good job Pidgey. Oh dear. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go back and heal my Pokemon up if Electrike can finish this battle off. If not, then I'm gonna black out and go back anyway. No, I really don't think I'm gonna make it. So yeah, I'm probably going to get a little free teleport back to the Poke Center when I black out. Oh, no, I didn't black out. That's good, it means I don't have to spend my money, which I'm trying to save for Pokeballs and things like that. So they have different types, they're quite unique. That's exciting to hear because at the moment I'm struggling to find anything too different. But first I'm just going to have to run all the way back to the Pokemon Center and just heal up my Pokemon. Now in the chat I've just noticed that someone has said a shiny hunt, and I have noticed in chat that some people have been talking about shiny Pokemon, so they must be in this game, and I haven't seen one yet. I don't know if you would know straight away if it was shiny or what the difference is. Would I like Nidoran to use Cut? Yes. So that'll be something that's quite interesting to find out for me. So I'll just quickly heal my Pokemon up. I was also thinking yesterday when I was watching the video footage and turning it into a video that I obviously worry a lot about wasting my Pokemon balls, and then I think that I noticed my Pokeballs weren't actually being taken away if I wasn't catching a Pokemon. I know that I threw quite a few at my... I can't click on items for some reason. Oh, Pokeballs. See, I think I've thrown more than I can see there that I've still got 7. And I think I threw probably about 7, and I don't think I started with 14. So I think it only takes a Pokeball if you catch the Pokemon, otherwise I guess you get it back, which makes a lot more sense if you think about it. And also, now that I'm here, I've discovered it is Sylvan City, it's not Sylvan Town, and I have to try and remember that because the last 2 videos now I've started off saying it's either Sylvan City or Sylvan Town, I can't remember. But when I first entered, it obviously popped up and told me. But next time that I throw a Pokeball that misses, I think I'm just, for the purpose of a test, I'm just going to go and check whether I get it back or not afterwards. So let's not forget, I've got 7 Pokeballs, and now I'm back in the savannah, and hopefully I will stumble across some interesting wild Pokemon to catch. But first, let's just battle the trainers. Hey, do you fight fair? I want to find out. I always fight fair, Camper Jason, don't worry. I'm a very fair person. That's probably why I didn't do so well in those battles yesterday. I was just being fair. And my Pokemon are really low level for this area, and maybe that's the problem. So I think after this trainer battle, I'm just going to focus on running around in the grass and get some levels. Which I might just skip for the purpose of this video because it's not all that exciting. But I will show if I catch anything interesting in my travels. But first, I have to finish off this trainer, if I can. Which might be difficult with Shinx. I think I'm going to have to swap Shinx out now. He's poisoned. He's on very low health. It's not a good recipe. So I'm going to swap to Pidgey. Because Pidgey is my highest level and it might be able to do some interesting things. I need a Nidoran male to marry my Nidoran female. So I do need to find one. I'm guessing that as this trainer's got one, they probably appear in the savannah. In this savannah grass, I mean. Because usually the trainers have a selection of Pokemon that you can actually find in the area that you're battling them. Shinx is leveling fast. Did I cheat? No, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to trust me. There's not really anything I can do. Okay, so I'll level up my Pokemon a little bit and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've just started recording again just because I found a Blitzel and that's quite exciting for me. It's a new one. I'm going to try and catch it. It's very cute. Very, very cute. Okay, so Grass Knot was really effective against Phanpy, so I thought I'd give it a try against Blitzel, but it isn't in this case. Yes, I really want to catch Blitzel. I'm hoping that Bunnelby doesn't get any unnecessary crits right now. I'm going to start throwing Pokemon balls. I can't risk taking Blitzel any lower. So let's get Blitzel. Nope, Blitzel's not really in the mood to go in the ball just yet. But like I say, I really can't risk doing any more damage to Blitzel. So I've gone down to 6 Pokeballs now. Come on, Blitzel. No, Blitzel! Why can't they... Oh, Bunnelby as well. See, this is because I had to keep Bunnelby out longer than I wanted to keep throwing balls at Blitzel. Now I'm down to 5 Pokeballs, so maybe I was wrong with what I was saying before. But we'll find out after the battle. I caught it. I wasn't expecting to actually be able to catch it for some reason. Not on that high health, but I'm not going to give it a nickname. And then I'm going to check the Pokeball situation. Okay, so menu, bag. Yeah, I'm down to 4 Pokeballs, so I was wrong. Well, I was right originally, and I changed my answer to the wrong answer. Anyway, I'll get back to my quest to level my Pokemon up and be back soon. Okay, so I'm back now, and I'm just going to show you what I caught whilst I was wandering around. I caught a Marill, a Skiddo, a Patrat, a Hippopotas, and a Litleo. So I'm really happy with those. I just wanted to show you before we left though. I've also swapped my Pokemon around a bit. I also caught a Stunky. So, and the Blitzel that I caught as well. So there's my 6 that I'm using right now. A couple of them are now closer to the kind of level that they need to be able to battle the trainers safely in the next Savannah area. I'll show you my Pokemon actually. Yeah, I've got a level 13 Froakie, and the others are all level 9 or 10 now, which is better than the 6 or 7 that was probably about my average before. I did sit Pidgey out of my team just because, you know, I've played so many games with the basic Pokemon. I decided I wanted to play something a bit newer than those. So also I play Pokemon Go, and Pidgeys are the bane of my Pokemon Go existence. I just didn't want more Pidgey in my life right now. So I'm going to go and give the trainers another shot now that my Pokemon are a bit stronger, and hopefully it'll be easier this time. It won't take as long. So there's a nice girl here who wants to battle. This giant rock reminds me of something. I can't quite figure out what though. Maybe a battle will help me think better. I'm not sure if that's very good logic, but if that helps, then good for you. So I probably didn't level quite enough. Litleo is level 14 and Shinx is only level 10, but we'll see how it goes. It doesn't look promising. It doesn't look promising at all. Okay, so we're off to a pretty bad start, I'd say. Pretty bad. But maybe Litleo is her only Pokemon and I'll be okay. I seem to think that fire is quite often weak to ground type. Yeah, so Litleo is taking a lot of damage from rollout, and that's going to just keep on rolling out if Vampy stays alive long enough. We just need him to do one more before he couldn't make it. Let's try Froakie, because Litleo is fire, Froakie's water. Maybe we'll get lucky. We're trying Froakie now because Litleo, I think, is a fire Pokemon. If not fire Pokemon, then at the very least it has some fire abilities, so it might have some weakness to water. So I'm just going to keep using Bubble, which is super effective. And now Litleo's fainted. So I wonder if we're going to have another one now. Water Pulse. Well, I think we definitely should make space for Water Pulse. Let's see. It has slightly less charges at 30 instead of 35, but I'd still say that it's worth keeping that one instead. So, okay, I'm going to swap Pound. I might regret it, but never mind. I don't even know what Water Pulse does, so... Oh, I remember now, it's just like the rock in that commercial for Sawsbuck Coffee. I was playing this game the other day, and I saw Sawsbuck Coffee for the first time, and it made me think about the coffee chain, obviously the real life coffee chain that exists with a fairly similar name, and I couldn't for the life of me remember what the actual coffee shop was called. So every time that I tried to think about it, I just kept on getting stuck on the word Sawsbuck over and over and over again. And even now, having had that whole thing happen, I still can't remember. I did remember eventually. It's really difficult how words just get stuck in your head and you can't shake them, even when you're trying to think of other words, and they just won't appear. But I'm sure that I'll remember as soon as I've stopped recording. He looks like a karate guy. I never let trainers pass me without testing their strength first. You won't be an exception. So this is Black Belt Brian. He's got a cool name. I love Machops. They just look like really cool little dudes. I wonder if there are female Machops. Because they do look quite boyish. As you can tell with this kind of thing, I'm just basically throwing my damaging abilities at the Pokemon for now. They're not high enough level yet to have like a nice variety of interesting damaging abilities. They basically just have a few things which affect like the attack or defense of either of the Pokemon, or straightforward damaging abilities. And I am really sorry for the sniffing and things. I know it's not good. I wouldn't watch a video where someone sniffs, so I am trying to edit as much of it out, but if I don't manage to get it all out, this is just me apologising now. Okay, Blitzel's levelled, and that he's got another Machop. I think I probably will change my Pokemon because Blitzel's not looking so healthy. We'll switch to Froakie. He'll carry us. So it is another boy Machop. Oh yeah, I wanted to try out Water Pulse and see what it does, didn't I? So let's give that a go now. See what happens. That was really strong. I don't know if that's just because Froakie is higher level than Machop. I'm going to save them anyway. He's got a third Pokemon. I think this is perhaps the first time that I've faced a trainer with 3 Pokemon. I don't think I'm going to swap on this occasion. I really like Panchams. Let's try a Water Pulse on Pancham and see how that goes. Okay, it wasn't as strong as it was against Machop for some reason. But I still think I'm going to use it. Because if I do 3 of those, then Pancham should faint. We just need to get one more off before Pancham does anything too spectacular. Yeah, it's fine. Now I wonder if we're going to face a 4th Pokemon. No. You're a worthy opponent. I am. Thank you, Black Belt Brian. You're a worthy opponent too. Let's have a hug. Okay, so I don't know which way I'm going now, because it looks like I can go left or right. Although it does look like left is just a dead end with a guy standing in front of it. So I'm guessing this is going to be another battle. Is that a dead end, or did I just see a way around that corner there? Well, this way leads to Brimba City. Before you go, would you mind having a battle with me? Oh, that's very polite. I wouldn't mind, no. Hi, Kyle. I will have a battle with you. Okay, Blitzel and Geodude. I don't imagine that Blitzel's going to fare very well against Geodude. But that was laughable, Blitzel. You need to increase your game. We'll swap to Froakie. And we'll see how good Water Pound is. Water Pulse, sorry, not Water Pound. Okay, Water Pulse on a Rock-type Pokemon. Should be very strong. Yeah, it is. So, I don't think I'm going to have any problems with Rock-type Pokemon from here. Geodude, would I like to switch? No. I'm going to stick with Froakie because Froakie can one-shot things. And that's potentially the first time that I've really one-shot anything in this game so far. I've been one-shot quite a few times, but I haven't actually been the one-shotter just yet. I have a friend who is obsessed with Geodude. He thinks he's an amazing Pokemon. So I need to try and catch one of those at some point soon. He's also sending out a 3rd Pokemon. I I don't remember what type Hippopotas was, so I'm going to stick with Froakie and maybe live to regret it, but you never know. Okay, let's try Water Pulse on Hippopotas. I didn't imagine it would be effective, to be honest, because obviously in real life hippopotamuses do splash around in water quite a lot, but I'm not going to turn my nose up at some good damage. I wonder what level they start to evolve. You must really be in a hurry. I am in a bit of a hurry, but don't worry. Oh my goodness. Just after I asked what level they evolve, Froakie is now evolving. This is really exciting. That looks really cool as well. So this should be Frogadier. Yeah, so that's my Frogadier. Very, very smooth looking. Looks a bit like they're more likely to say something really sarcastic or just roll their eyes at you and you tell a joke or something. Very cool. Now, what happens with their abilities when they evolve? Do they keep the same abilities? I'm going to check my Pokemon now and see what Frogadier does. What Frogadier's moves. Yeah, so they keep the same moves when they evolve, which is good because obviously if you'd used a TM or a HM, I have to say, despite looking really, really cute, the noise that Litleo makes when you first go into a battle it just goes through me. I really don't like it very much. No, it's not good. Just do a bubble. Hopefully that will just one-shot Litleo. Yeah. I really do like Frogadier. And it's really good that my first Pokemon that evolved was my very first Pokemon. Which isn't always the case. Can I make it through the grass? Yes. Okay. So this looks like one of those entrances. Wait up. But for who? I finally caught up to you. When did you get so fast? Anyway, let's have another battle. After getting the Arc badge, I feel like my Pokemon are a lot tougher this time. Okay, this is actually quite exciting because I've not seen his Pokemon since the very start. His Eevee hasn't evolved yet though. I probably would have preferred to have fully healed everything before going into such an exciting battle. I'm going to see if I've got any items that I can use. No, I don't have a potion, which is a shame because if I could just keep Frogadier alive long enough, maybe it could deal with multiple Pokemon in one go. So Eevee's fainted. I wonder which evolution he'll choose. I seem to think that in the previous games they tend to choose whichever is the most difficult for your chosen starter Pokemon. So as I've chosen a water Pokemon to start with, he'd choose something that's strong against water or that water is weak to. So it won't be Vaporeon, I don't think. And I don't think it would be Flareon. It would be Jolteon or one of the other newer types of Eevee evolutions. Will I switch my Pokemon? No, I don't think I'm going to switch this time. It might just be a clean sweep for Frogadier if Nidoran male isn't too strong. Frogadier is just awesome. I'm really impressed with Frogadier in this battle, and just in general. My starter Pokemon is done good. You're still a better trainer. It's possibly true. I've got loads of Pokemon and you only have 3. Brimba City should be just through this gate. They have a Pokemon gym there too. We should also ask around and see if anyone knows anything about Team Eclipse while we're here. I'm going to head over to the Pokemon Center and heal my Pokemon. See you later. So maybe I'll actually see him a bit more now instead of basically just travelling on my own and him occasionally catching up with me, but I won't hold my breath. Mount Igneous hasn't erupted in years and this is a very safe place. We've just recently discovered that there are tunnels beneath Brimba City formed by flowing lava. Right now we're unsure of how to access these tunnels. They're filled with a poisonous smog generated by the volcano. Okay, that's quite interesting. I imagine then that I'll be going into those tunnels. Katie Bear, quick, over here. Okay, so he's still waiting for me. This is the gym leader of Brimba City Gym. I just ran into him as I walked into town. Would it be okay if we stopped by the gym later today for a challenge? It's closed for now. Earlier this morning, something terrible happened. A group of bandits known as Team Eclipse. Oh, Team Eclipse again, I could have guessed. They raided his gym and stole a priceless artifact. What exactly did they steal? It's called the Red Orb. The Red Orb has been passed down for generations in my family. It's really sad when you hear that people would steal something that has been passed down through generations. It's a family heirloom. It's more valuable to that family than it could be to anybody else. A long time ago my ancestors, when passing through this valley, found the Red Orb inside the volcano. Legend has it that the Red Orb is used to awaken a sleeping Pokemon within the volcano. Supposedly the Pokemon's power is tremendous enough to cause the volcano to erupt. I'm not much of a believer in legends, but if this were true, it could destroy this entire city and half of Roria. I don't think Team Eclipse realises that. I believe they're just after the legendary Pokemon. Until I know more, it is unsafe to practice battling inside the gym. Katie Bear, if Team Eclipse is nearby, maybe they'll have your parents. We have to look for them. Team Eclipse is a dangerous group. It's not wise to go after them, but I'm not going to stop you. Which way did they go? They were headed towards Route 6, so I do want to get my parents back, and I do want to bring Team Eclipse to justice. Hold them accountable for what they've done, and stop them from destroying Roria. But am I really the person for the job? Well, whatever I decide to do, he wants me to be careful. Before I do anything, I'm going to get my Pokemon healed. Katie Bear, you go ahead and try and find Team Eclipse. I'll try and meet up with you later. Well, that's a bit cheeky, and a bit cowardly. You can't say. Go ahead and get yourself into trouble. I'll see you in a bit. And where did he go? He said he was going to come and get his Pokemon healed. I saw him walk into the building and now he's gone. I wonder if there's a secret entrance in this place. Would I like to rest my Pokemon? Yes. So I think that is all I've got time for today. I'm sorry if the video is a bit fragmented because I had to stop and level my Pokemon up a bit, but I have arrived now in Brimba, I think it's Brimba City, or Brimba Town. I don't know. I'm obviously not very good with the names of places. I have arrived here now. Oh, I've just seen the volcano. That's really interesting. But yes, I've reached the end of this video now, I think, as I'm starting to run out of time. But I've had a really good time today. I've caught loads of new Pokemon. I've beaten some trainers. I've arrived in a new city. And I've got my first lead on where I might find my parents. And this time, it's given by someone I can trust a bit more than the last person that said she could help me. So if you want to watch again tomorrow, it would really, really make my day if you subscribe to the channel and liked this video. I would really love that. And tomorrow we'll take a look around this interesting looking town and maybe start to pursue Team Eclipse. So thanks for watching today, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye! Oh, and don't forget to save.